Welcome back everybody to Legoland 5. I've done a little bit of paths, as you can see. I actually recorded this, but my intro got deleted and I didn't get a whole lot done, so I just decided to delete the footage. But we can see some paths going around here. And I wanted to do some sort of dock area, like a boardwalk. And what's a boardwalk without a giant Ferris wheel? So that's going to be our main project for today. And I'm going to get started on the general shape of it. I think this is a good height to start. And I'll get back when I've got the two circles built. So I know this looks a little bit smaller than you might think, but it's actually somewhat to scale. At least for a smaller Ferris wheel. I think some of the smallest ones are 200 feet tall, and a block in Minecraft is a meter. And this is, I believe, 30 meters, which is actually a lot smaller than I think of it now. It's about half the size. It's about 100 feet tall. Which is still pretty big, but I didn't want it to take up a huge area. And now we got to work on the support beams, and I'll get right to that. And so now we've got the supports in. I'm thinking they're looking pretty good. I'm going to extend the back ones, and I've only got 3 of the legs built. I just need to build one more, but it won't be too difficult to build. We're gonna exchange most of these blocks for more colorful blocks, but I'm gonna keep them stone until we actually build all of the carriages, I think they're called. The little things that you ride inside of. And I think I'm just going to put 8 on this one. But I want you guys to say something funny in the comments, and whenever I find something funny, and not just the words something funny, I knew you guys were thinking, somebody at least was thinking that. But I'm going to kind of give you your own carriage for each of these. Your own carriage if you can say something funny and I like it. If it's stupid, then I'm not gonna bother with it. So let the funny comments begin. So I think we're gonna have the beginning of the boardwalk kind of start here, and the tickets around here, and the boardwalk will just go a little bit on the shore here, and then it'll go out into the ocean quite a bit. And it'll have little shops and different knickknacks that you can buy. Stuff to entertain people. So maybe right angle here would be pretty good. And then the way to actually get onto the Ferris wheel would be something like stairs here, and that's how you get on. Something pretty simple like that. And I guess since you have to buy the tickets, I don't need to make you have to pay for all of the rides. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? I remember in Thrillville, which is kind of the game that gave me a lot of inspiration for previous Legolands, people had to pay to enter, I think, and also pay to get onto every single ride, which was kind of scammy if you ask me. But so we're just going to do payment at one place, and I think we'll just have a line which could curve off here and then go up to here. So I guess we could start doing a little bit of work on that. Did bring some oak wood. I think we're going to use that for the main floor. And I think we're actually going to go with slabs like we did previously. Oh, lag. And that'll fill my inventory quite nicely. And yeah, just something like this. And then we can actually take these out and somehow transition between these. I'll just leave it like this for now, and that doesn't look too bad, really. But I'm going to get all of this done, and then we can come back and look at it. And so I've got the docks kind of finished. I'm planning on expanding them because they're too small to actually have anything on them, and I want a bunch of little shops and little games to be on them. I also made the line for the Ferris wheel, and you enter here, and then you exit here. That's one thing I want to do, is establish a rule where one color is the entrance, probably green, and one is the exit, probably red. And we'll do like an information area somewhere over there, right at the entrance. That'll help people understand how rides work. And over here is just an empty dock area, and I'm planning on expanding it either this way a bunch or this way a bunch. But it doesn't look too bad right now. And I might just do big squares like this along the shoreline here, so that you'll have a bunch of area to work with games or little shops along the shore, while the actual walkway is over the ocean. And so that's just an idea. So I think we can go work on something else now. I'll see you over in the city. Okay, so here we've got two rather similar plots. This one cost 500 and this one cost 5,000. They're pretty much the same size. This one's a little bit longer and this one's actually bigger. But this one has this fancy grass, and this is really difficult for the workers to lay down, so it costs a lot of money. So we're gonna change all of these plots out to this better looking grass to make this neighborhood a little bit better looking and increase the property value. But everybody is gonna have a harder time buying property because of this. And well, I guess they'll just have to work harder for it then. Now that's much better. Let's look at some of these prices. So you remember this one was 500? Not anymore. It's 5,000. This one over here, was it 500? Sure enough. Was 500, that is. Now it's 5,000. Oh, this one is 500 as well? Oh, it's Sam's plot. But he's not online, so... I might sell this one, actually. I'm not sure. But this one doesn't have a sign? Oh, this one? Sold. Oh, this one? It's not for sale anymore. Sold. This one? Nah, somebody bought it. Over here? Yeah, off the market. Let's leave this one because it's by the dump. It's kind of funny that they get to be by the dump, actually. So yeah, that's right. People are gonna have to actually work for their plots. They can't just sit around and dilly-dally. I'm opening up all my resources for others to use just to save time. But this doesn't mean I want them to just mooch off me the entire time. I want them to work still. And they're going to. So I wanted to do one game at least, or the beginnings of a game. And if you've watched Legoland 4, you will kind of remember this game. And that's the whole point of Legoland Classic, is to remake some of the games I made in other Legolands. 4, 5, I think that's 10 across. I hope it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the game where you place down a TNT and you hope it doesn't explode. Okay, I think I got the dimensions right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is 10 by 10. The original I think was 8 by 8. But this game's fun because one person can go down here and flick levers, while the other places down TNT and tries to see whether or not they explode. And so I'm going to make fill in this platform, I guess, because all of the obsidian blocks are valid places to put TNT or levers. So now we've got the main platform done. Let's do some wood support. And yeah, we're gonna do wood. Last time I did stone brick. Oops, that was kind of a fail. But regardless, we can't have this, we can't have blocks like this, because if you have a TNT here, it will likely blow these up. So we have to knock it down one, which isn't too much of a problem. But it's just noteworthy if you ever plan building something like this in your own world, that it's kind of annoying if you just randomly blows everything up. So let's see how this looks. I'm almost done. And yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting. Nothing too fancy. We can knock these out. Oops. Okay, and I'm thinking we could just leave it open for the most part. I'll decide on something. Well, first things first, let's get rid of these. I don't think we're going to need them. And let's stick with the jungle wood. I think that'll be pretty nice, actually. And I just don't use it that often. So for most of the build, we can just use this. That takes care of that, but how much do we really like that? It's not bad. But I think what we can do to make it look a lot better is have just one entrance. Let's make a... Well, we need all this room. I guess we can do 2 entrances. 4. That's 4. And we'll do double doors, sure. But let's go with some fences for windows. See how that works. And just something like that. Yeah, this will work out pretty well. I might end up changing this later because it's one of the first things that you see when you walk into the park, and I don't want it to be an eyesore. But the main thing is that it's functional. I do kind of like the vibe it gives. Yeah, I think we can stick with this. Now I'm just gonna replace the floor. And now the floor is done. Let's just put a couple lights in here. Something like that. And we need a chest for the rules and the TNT. But we could do the rules later. I've built this game before, so you should kind of know the rules. But I think that's looking pretty good. Let's do some paths. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Fill this in real quick. And really, let's go with, instead of just normal, let's go with a path. Isn't that what these are called? They're called path blocks. And if you make a path out of them, it's a path. Don't question me, that's kind of what the game wants you to call it, right? And so yeah, it's pretty much done. Just do some extra decoration out front. And I think it's turned out pretty nice. So I want to talk to you guys just for a little bit, the last few minutes of this episode. I've been, you may have noticed that I didn't post, that shouldn't be there, post a video for a couple weeks. And there is a reason for that. I've been really busy with school. It just started back up, and well, homework this year is pretty awful. And I've just really had my hands full and had other responsibilities that I've had to take care of. So there's no way I'll be able to get a video a week if this keeps up. But what I can try to do is at least get a 20-minute episode. So rather than focusing on the amount of, or how many episodes, we can focus on the quality of episodes. So that's maybe an okay trade-off. But hopefully you guys are cool with it. I know that it's been kind of rough for me, for sure. But I just wanted to keep you guys informed, and so now you know if there's just not a video for a week or two that I'll be pretty busy. I haven't died, even though it seems like it. But anyways, I think I'll cut this episode off a little bit short so I can get editing finished and upload it whenever. But thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day. No poll for this episode.